Breaking news. What's happening in Las Vegas? The 2025 season promises to be a landmark one for the Raiders, with a series of moves that could completely change the season. Coach Pete Carroll is shaping the season in his own image, and Raiders fans are eager to see how the changes will impact the upcoming season. Stay tuned, because you'll want to know everything that's coming. Jakoran Bennett is back. The moment of truth for the Raiders. Cornerback. After a season marked by shoulder injuries, Jakoran Bennett is back and fully healthy, ready to give his best and prove his worth in the Raiders defense. His career so far has been marked by ups and downs, but the good news is that the cornerback now has a chance to show that he can be an essential piece for the Las Vegas defense. A fourth-round pick in the 2023 draft, Bennett showed flashes of great potential, defending 8 passes in just 10 games before his shoulder injury. He was on the rise and emerging as one of the league's best cornerbacks until misfortune forced him off the field. The damaged shoulder didn't stop Bennett from fighting, and he kept playing until he was called off. I stood there during games knowing my shoulder was going to pop out. It probably popped out 5 times last season. I had a torn labrum. A lot of people don't know that, Bennett said, showing his dedication and grit. Now, with his shoulder healed, or at least in the process of healing, Bennett is ready to get back on the field and show that he can be a key part of the Raiders' defense. I just have to show the coaches who I am and who I can be. Just go out there and keep practicing. It feels amazing, man. I haven't had both shoulders since college, the determined cornerback said. The big question now is, can Bennett secure a starting spot on the Raiders defense in 2025? Time is on the line, and the additions of new players to the cornerback position could impact his chances of establishing himself as a starter. Bennett is aware of that and isn't about to give up on his opportunity. It's good to have some experience. I've been through a lot. I just need to show that I can contribute to the season, he said, reflecting on the importance of his third season and the changes in the season. With his health restored, Bennett has a chance to finally prove himself. He knows his future in Las Vegas is in his hands and he needs to make the most of his opportunity. After a crucial mandatory minicamp, it will be interesting to see if he can secure his spot now and, who knows, become a mainstay of the Raiders' defense. With Bennett looking to find his footing, the Raiders' defense under Patrick Graham is also undergoing major changes. The addition of new names promises to strengthen the unit, but will this transformation be enough to make the Raiders an elite defense in 2025? If Bennett can establish himself, he could be a key piece in this new scheme. Let's see how the pieces fit together. The Las Vegas Raiders defense is set to undergo a major transformation in 2025, and much of that is due to the work of defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. After a 2024 season marred by injuries and inconsistency, the Raiders defense showed signs of potential but failed to establish itself as a dominant unit. However, Graham's work thus far has been remarkable, putting players in the right positions to perform at their best despite the setbacks. Although the Raiders finished the season with a disappointing 4-13 record, Graham was able to get some of his defensive backs to sign multi-million-dollar contracts with other teams, which is a testament to the effectiveness of his scheme. Even with a tight budget, he was able to make the most of the roster's limitations, excelling in player development despite the lack of big names and million-dollar contracts. Graham is known for his ability to make quick and effective adjustments, which has earned him respect throughout the league. In his first season with the Raiders, he showed that he knows how to put players in positions to succeed, regardless of their progress or fame. The main proof of this was the departure of key players, such as the safety and several cornerbacks, who, despite a season below expectations, ended up getting high-value contracts with other franchises. This speaks volumes about the work of Graham, who got the best out of these athletes. Now, with the arrival of some veteran reinforcements, the expectation is that the Raiders' defense will become one of the team's main strengths in 2025. In addition to other strengths such as linebacker Elandon Roberts, who joins the team to help fill the gaps left by others, he brings a new dynamic to the defensive unit. Roberts, who has a decade of experience in the league, has already shown that he is willing to learn from Graham and adapt to the coordinator's demands. He recently said, "Man, it's not selfish. I feel like if I don't come here every year and try to grow, I'm stuck in my ways. It's either adapt or die, and I'm always going to adapt. I'm going to change constantly because the offensive coordinators are getting smarter and smarter." This mindset of constant evolution is something Graham tries to instill in every player on the Raiders defense, and Roberts is soaking it up like a sponge. With Graham's philosophy of constant adaptation and evolution, the Raiders defense has a great chance of becoming a solid unit in 2025. But the real question is, will the new players joining the defense be able to quickly integrate into Graham's system? Chemistry between the veterans and the rookies will be crucial to success, and quick adaptation can be the difference between an average defense and an elite one. How the Raiders use their defense to face the AFC powerhouses in 2025 will be an exciting story to watch. Graham's vision for the defense, coupled with the skill of the players he has at his disposal, could be the key to getting back on track and winning ways. Fans are expecting a more cohesive defense, with smarter plays and the ability to put more pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Can Patrick Graham take the Raiders defense to the next level? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the Las Vegas Vegas defense, under his leadership, is poised to shine in a way fans haven't seen in a while. As Bennett tries to secure his spot and the defense reinvents itself under Graham, the competition within the lineup is heating up. Rookies like Dante Thornton and Darien Porter have every chance of challenging the veterans for their spots, but how much of an impact will that have on the defense and offense? The Raiders are ready to invest in the future, but who will leave the field for the rookies? The competition for positions promises to be big. The Raiders' 2025 season is bringing big changes, and some veterans could be overtaken by newcomers who are looking to steal their snaps. Las Vegas has invested heavily in the NFL draft, bringing in promising talent to renew the team, and the competition is fiercer than ever. 3 veterans, in particular, could see their roles threatened by hot talent who arrive with the mission to make a difference in their rookie season. Jakobi Meyers and the rise of Dante Thornton. The Raiders' offense has some of the most interesting weapons in the league, but one of the positions that is most up for grabs is wide receiver. Jakobi Meyers, who was signed as a free agent to help bolster the defense, could find his position threatened by a rookie who has arrived with a lot of speed and potential. Dante Thornton Jr. Thornton, a 4th-round pick in the 2025 draft, is the prototype of a receiver who can make a difference on deep routes. His blazing speed makes him a much-needed vertical threat for the Las Vegas offense. While Meyers has shown himself to be a talented receiver, Thornton's explosiveness and ability to wreak havoc on opposing defenses could put him in action much sooner than expected. The big question will be, will the Raiders keep Meyers as the starter alongside Thornton and other newcomers, or will they let the young rookie steal the job? Las Vegas fans may be surprised to see how the play calls play out, especially if Thornton establishes himself as a dominant threat in the early weeks. 2. Adam Butler and rookie Tonka Hemingway. The Raiders' defensive line is also undergoing a major overhaul. Veteran Adam Butler, who has been a key player in recent years, could see his position threatened by hotshot Tonka Hemingway. Hemingway, a 4th-round pick in the 2025 draft, brings with him pass-rushing ability that could quickly put him on the radar as a top defensive lineman. Butler, 31, has been a valuable asset for the Raiders, but his age and the influx of new talent could mean he sees an increase in snaps. With Pete Carroll's strategy changes, the Raiders could decide to invest more in hotshots to secure the future of the defense, which could mean fewer opportunities for Butler. Eric Stokes and Darien Porter. The battle for the CB1 position. Monday, the Raiders made one of the most significant decisions by adding Eric Stokes, formerly of the Green Bay Packers, to improve their pass coverage. Stokes is an experienced player who will likely take the season as a starter. However, 3rd-round rookie cornerback Darien Porter has everything he needs to challenge his position as CB1. Porter is seen as one of the most promising cornerbacks in the 2025 draft, and if he shows his potential in training camp, he could easily earn a spot in the starting lineup. Stokes, although experienced, is not guaranteed a spot, especially if the newcomer can stand out in practice and preseason games. The future of the Raiders, investing in new talent. The changes on the Raiders roster are clear, and the team is betting heavily on its rookies to stand out in 2025. The competition within the team is fierce, with veteran players like Jakobi Meyers, Adam Butler, and Eric Stokes facing unexpected challenges from young talent. This healthy competition could be what the Raiders need to make the ultimate leap and achieve success next season. Will the veterans be able to hold their positions, or will the newcomers really make a difference? The answer will only come as the season progresses, but what is certain is that 2025 will be a year of big decisions and possible surprises in Las Vegas. Opinion, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel, but I will come back later to update you with the latest news from the Raiders.